Okay, so we are going to make an egg-free meat bread with these chia seeds as the binder. So they are the egg replacement, and obviously it's like a ketovore recipe, mostly carnivore. And we're going to cook some chicken mince up. There is another video going up which will have a different binder for an egg-free chicken bread, which I'm going to use the chicken mince as the binder. But yes, this one we're going to go chia seed, we're going to grind it up, and we're going to see how it works binding a loaf of bread together. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is a little coffee grinder or a spice grinder that we have over here in Australia. I'm not sure if they're in other parts of the world, but I'm sure there's the equivalent. I'm just measuring out 2 tablespoons and 2 teaspoons altogether of chia seed, and I'm grinding it, and I'm just playing around with the measurements on the grinder. I went from coarse to fine, and that's the end result. It's quite a lot of chia seeds. So okay, so now we are going to cook the chicken, get all that done. Basically I'm using the Ninja air fryer for this, and I've never done, I cooked chicken mince and beef mince in here in the last week for the first time. So that was pretty interesting. And I just basically, as you saw, just put it on there and then put it to cook. And there it is. Halfway through, I just smash it with my meat smasher. All the links are down below if you want to get more information on any of these tools. And I cook it for longer. I think another 3 minutes I cooked it for. And now you will see it's it's pretty amazing. And because we're going to blend it up, this is being cooked. This is 500 grams of mince, which is like 1 pound, and we're just cooking it so that we can blend it in the blender to make the batter for the bread loaves. And I'm using half of this for one binder with the chia seed, and the other half of this mince to use the other binder, which is going to be the raw chicken. Because of its texture, I was thinking it could work. So this is me just cooking it a little bit longer and then really giving it a once over, and I'm pretty happy with it at this point. It's as cooked as probably we want it to be. So I just left the lid up so that it could just cool off whilst I actually now need to prepare the chia seed egg. Okay, this step's pretty simple. That's a 2 teaspoon measure, so I did 6 teaspoons, and I did 6 tablespoons of water. The other one was a tablespoon measure. It just needs to be quick. That gets gluey quite quickly, but that's the egg substitute all done. Okay, so now I'm just going to weigh the chicken mince. It was 500 grams raw, but it'll turn out to be 360, 370. I think I can see 361 on the scale. It's a little hard to see. Hang on. Yeah, 360. So I'm dividing it up into 2 different types of loaves that we're making for the 2 different binders. So it's 180 grams of cooked chicken mince in each one. So let's just pop now the recipe will be down in the description box as well on the channel down below, so you can always get that exact recipe that we used here. So that's 180 grams of cooked chicken mince. There's 6 teaspoons of the chia seed that's going in now, that's had some water added to it. I'm going to add 25 grams of chicken flour. I'm saving that other half the mince for the second loaf. So I'm just going to measure that out now. It's 50 grams normally, but I'm halving it. So that's 25 grams of chicken flour. There is a recipe on my channel to show you how to make that if you would like to make it yourself. I'm going with half a teaspoon of baking powder. They're 1/4 teaspoon, so 2 of those. 1, 2. And some salt and pepper to taste. This is my salt and pepper. I can't have garlic and onions, so I make up my own special seasoning. And that's what will become the batter ready to go. So let's get blending that up. Okay, we're just going to speed through this. Now, I'm sorry it's a little blurry. I am still working out the lighting in my kitchen, and I'm just organising some equipment for all of that. But basically just blending it up in the blender over there. Again, check the recipe down in the description. It'll be very clear what went into it. I have to add some water at this point. That is a 1/4 cup. So I ended up adding 2 1/4 cups. So that's a 1/2 cup of water plus. Then I used my 2 teaspoon measure and I put in 3 of those. That's 6 teaspoons. So I will add that all up and put it down in the description box below. It just needed more liquid. So this is just me adding more liquid and getting it till it's batter. So runny consistency, a batter consistency like a pancake batter, that's what we're going for. And then we're going to cook the loaf. I'm not going to use, I thought I was going to use that one, but I'm not going to use that one. I grab my super cubes and they're 1 cup measures. So I fill them up 3/4 for 2 of them. Decide to do them in the middle there, get it all out, and then I'm going to cook it in the oven. And I will again put all the information down below, pop it up here on the screen. I just want to get that cooked. Ended up cooking for an hour. So, and I didn't want to overcook it, but again, it's a new binder that I'm not used to. I've cooked with chia seed before as an egg replacer, but not in this recipe with meat flour and meat.
Didn't make it like that lady.
So, Emma, say hi. Emma's here.
Hi.
I've made this for Emma, and the top of it looks a lot better. Okay, and it's drier. So my suggestion, I'll package this up for you, but my suggestion is you can even slice it long ways.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a very little slice going that way. Can I give you a little taste now?
Yep.
I'll just use the big knife because that's what I've got at hand. So I do think it needs cooking much longer, but I didn't know that when I took it out. And can we?
You want an honest review?
Yeah, just have a bite. So taste, I know it's way too wet. I know that. It needs
drying out.
It needs drying out.
That's good.
But if you can gently dry, you could even.
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah, that's a good thing because you didn't want beef. I reckon if you slice this up when you get it home, pop it on a tray, pop it in the oven on very gentle, 150, 160 for just do 30 minutes to start with.
I'm gonna do that one.
Yep, 30 minutes and just check it every 10. Yep. And then you'll get it to the point where it'll be cool enough. But see the top, if you feel that top is good.
Yeah.
All right.